Hello and welcome to part 3 of my Christmas Clean and Decorate with me. This video is not going to disappoint. The real showstopper in today's video is definitely the garland I make and put around our front door. I am so happy with how it turns out and I cannot wait to show you. But first I'm going to decorate our dining room table, which is why I cleaned it off. So this table runner I got from Home Goods, and then I stopped in Ross and was so excited to find these. It was like a complete steal, $8 a piece. There are so many different things you can do with these, but I like to put them together into a centerpiece on our dining room table. So I'm actually just putting both of them together, and then I'm kind of fluffing it and getting the different pieces to lay where I like them to go. And then I like to add candlesticks. These ones I got from Hobby Lobby, and they are part of their regular stock, so they're there year round, and they do go 50% off. So I've shown in previous videos how I like to put these candlesticks inside stems that I like to put on our table, but I always put the taller one in the center and then the two shorter ones on either end, and this is just a really inexpensive way to put together a gorgeous centerpiece, and it's so easy. Anybody could do this. So right off our dining room where I just made that centerpiece is our foyer. So we are going to be making a really beautiful garland around our front door. But first, I'm going to put these wreaths on our front door, and these ones I got from Ross as well. They were only $20 a piece, and I got 2 of them because we have a double door, so I like to put 2 wreaths on our front door. And I'm just dusting off our door first because it is covered in cobwebs and bugs. I love making our front door warm and inviting because it is always the first thing you are greeted with when you come visit our home. So I'm putting up the wreaths now, and after I put these up, we're going to move right into our foyer and put together a gorgeous piece of garland around our front door. So this plain old garland is 60% off at Hobby Lobby right now, so I'm just taking the time while both my kiddos are up. Owen is 10 months and Cecilia is almost 3, and they're going to help me fluff this, and then as soon as they go down for their nap, then I'm going to be decorating it and making it look just absolutely gorgeous. I really surprised myself with this piece of garland, and it is so easy to put together. I definitely think anybody can do it. It's also incredibly inexpensive when you do it this way. When you buy garland that is pre-made and all put together, they can be hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but this is just plain piece of garland, and then we are going to decorate it with just different ornaments and ribbon, and I use a couple different picks, and I'll share everything with you along the way. It is so easy, but I'm just attaching the garland just plain to our wall first, and then from all the fluffing, there are just a whole bunch of little tiny pine needles everywhere, so I'm going to vacuum those up so that Owen doesn't get any in his mouth and so that it stays contained and I don't end up accidentally tracking it all throughout our house. So I'm going to be taking everything that I got recently from Hobby Lobby out of these bags, and I'll share everything as soon as I put it on the table. Hobby Lobby's Christmas supplies are all 60% off right now. Their fall when I went in was 75%, so I grabbed so many fall things for next year that I cannot wait to use. But anyway, I got these hooks to help hold on everything to our garland. I got 6 of these picks. They have so many picks to choose from. Got 1 of these bins of ornaments, and then I got a few different white ornaments. So I got 2 packs of these 4. This is like a 12 pack of simple white ornaments, and then I love these ornaments. They're like snowballs. So I'm starting by putting the picks on each of the corners, and then a couple in the center, and then you'll see I'll put a couple on either side. And this is just kind of my beginning stages of putting this garland together. And the picks really just bring in the snow for me because my theme this year is a cabin in a winter wonderland. So I'm going for very like white snowy. That's why I have all these white ornaments. And then I'll also be putting in a plaid with the ribbon, so that's kind of for the cabin feel. So I like clustering ornaments, and I'm going to start with just clustering 2 of them together. I like to use the little hooks and then I just twist them together so that they're held nice and tight, and then it's easy to group 2 of them together. So on my pick there was already 1 large red ornament, and I like doing groups of 3, so I am putting like 2 of the ornaments together next to each of my picks, and then I'm going to use these snowball ornaments. So I did a close-up of this so you could see I tied the string really close to the base, and then I was able to use the hook to get the hook nice and close to the snowball so that it's tight on the garland when I tie it. Otherwise it's just floppy and loose and flies all around and you can't get it where you want it. So if you couldn't tell already, I'm trying to keep things as symmetrical as possible as I'm adding ornaments to the garland. Now I'm going to cluster a smaller one with a medium one and put them next to the snowball. So when putting together this kind of garland, you could definitely deck it out with whatever ornaments you can find. There are so many to choose from. These ones are, I think, very basic, and they still look absolutely gorgeous when they're done. But that's one of the reasons I love putting garland together myself, because I can be creative and put whatever I like on it, especially if I'm doing a theme. So now I'm just going to take all the really small ornaments and fit them in and around on the garland, just kind of filling in all the rest of the blank spaces. And then once I get all of these in, I'll be able to put the ribbon. So my biggest tip for putting together garland is definitely to start with your bigger items first. So my biggest items were the picks, and then I used my bigger round ornaments, and then I'm now filling in with the smaller ornaments. And to put all of these on, I'm just using the regular metal hooks that you would use on ornaments and just wrapping it around and tightening them that way. I've seen other people use like pipe cleaners, and you can use any kind of wire, whatever you have. You can make them tight enough so that you can save it and reuse it every single year, or you can make them a little loose like I did so that it's a little easier to take it all apart, because I'm going to be doing it a little different next year. I have another theme that I want to do that I have already planned, but now that I have all the ornaments on, I'm going to be finishing it off with ribbon. So this white ribbon I got from Hobby Lobby, and this plaid ribbon I got from Walmart this year. I like to do my ribbon in smaller sections, and I measure it by doubling the length of that section, and then I tie them together and start at the top and work my way down or across, and just kind of weave it in between the ornaments until I am happy with how I place it. I also like to cut off the ends if any of them are left, just to finish them off and make them look pretty. And then I'm just going to finish the rest of the garland section by section. And after I'm done with the garland here, I still have a few more things that I want to share with you guys. We're going to be doing some more paper snowflakes, and I have a snowy village scene that I'm going to be putting on our TV console that is super cute, so I hope you stick around. So I am absolutely obsessed with the paper lunch bag snowflakes, so I decided to make more for this video. I've already made them in my Christmas Clean and Decorate With Me Part 2, so this is just going to be a quick rundown, but I'm going to glue all of them together. You just do a glue strip along the bottom for 9 bags, and then you glue down the center of all of those bags, and then you cut them all like a regular paper snowflake. And there are so many different designs. You could be creative and cut them however you like. The funnest part is after you've cut them to open them up to see what they're gonna look like. share with you where I decided to put these. So here is my little jerry rig, very similar to what I did in my Christmas Clean and Decorate With Me Part 1. If you have not seen that video yet, I made a snowy backdrop on our fireplace with cotton balls, and it turned out so cute, but I cannot reach our ceiling. Our ladder is not long enough, so I used a little grabber to hold onto the command hook and attached these to the ceiling. So it's going to be super fun to take these down. We're probably just going to need to get a longer ladder, but for now I'm just going to enjoy everything being up because it is Christmas. So I'm just cleaning up everything now off of our dining table and getting ready to set up the scene that I'm going to be making in front of our TV console. It's a little Christmas snowy village, and I got everything from Walmart. So these little houses were literally only like $2 a piece. They're so small, so detailed, and they're really cute. The bottom of them actually have the holes so that you can put a light in them, and then they kind of shine through their windows and glow. I got our snow for the snowy village and the lights. I got 2 sets of these since there are 8 different buildings, a pack of a ton of different trees. These lights are going to go underneath our snow to make our snow glow. So I'm starting by just putting down our snowy blanket, and I was really hoping I could just use this for the ground on our village, but it looks so much better with the little snowflakes. They're just a little messy, and at this point my goal was to just put down the village, and then there were going to be wires and to cover the wires with the snow. So I will get to that, but for now I'm putting down just these white, they're almost kind of bluish really, lights underneath the snowy blanket so that it glows from underneath. It's something I had seen on Pinterest and I thought was super cute, so I decided to give it a try, and it does turn out looking super cute. These lights I don't recommend personally because they get really hot, like so hot that I'd be worried about them maybe causing a fire, especially since they're on like this snowy like fleece kind of blanket. So definitely try to get like LEDs or something that don't warm up for these houses, but I do like the warm color for the inside of the houses because it makes them look like warm and cozy inside. The finishing touch was definitely these trees. It added so much to this village. I couldn't believe it, because after just placing the houses down, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like this village or not, but the trees really add a lot of detail to it that it needed. So after I'm done putting down all these little trees in our village, I'm gonna put the snowflakes down, and the snowflakes are actually made out of, it's just like a whole bunch of really small plastic pieces. And we have a 10-month-old. So my initial thought was that I was just gonna have to use a little bit of it to cover the cords for the lights, and that was gonna be it. But I ended up having to use a lot more snow than I thought I was going to, and that's not ideal with a 10-month-old and a 3-year-old toddler in our house. So unfortunately, I had to take all of this down. I'm gonna have to do something completely different here, but at least I was able to put it together and enjoy it for just the night and show you guys everything put together. I just love how cozy each of these houses look with the lights shining through all the windows, and then the lights underneath the snow just created such a cool effect. So I really hope this gives you some ideas to do in your own village. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up for me. It's a really easy way to help support my channel and what I'm doing. So I just want to thank you so much for watching. I definitely have a lot more cleaning, organizing, and decorating videos that are Christmas related. So definitely consider subscribing if you are new, and I will see you all right here next week in a brand new video. Bye!